Okay, we got another red purple Uta, and that hand is an app hand. But let's see how we do against the green purple Doflamingo. Anyway, I really want to see more of these other leaders, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would really like to see gonna KO that searcher. I would really like to see Doflamingo get more play because I think he was meant for events, and I don't know. I just want to see what a meta looks like with a leader that is just out here playing events, you know. So we get the not free ramp. We get the free ramp with Ein, but we get the ramp with the leader, essentially pushing us up a whole turn. All right. So that's pretty much the strategy with red purple Uta, is just to really see how quickly we can get to our 8 and 10 Dawn state and just drop bigger bodies. So we don't have the 8 drop Douglas bullet. We do have the blocker. We actually have 2 blockers, well 3 altogether, but we could play 2 Sharias if we really wanted to. We no longer need the Ein. But Dofi is a 3 life leader, so in theory, if we wanted to just put pressure on the Doflamingo, we can essentially just chuck the Ein and lower their blocker by 2k. So then it's like, hey, do you want to lose a bunch of cards in hand, take a bunch of this damage? Yeah, there you go. Get rid of the Ein. There you go. So now it pretty much guarantees him either to lose 2 cards, lose a life, or lose that blocker. And he's going to give up the blocker. Oh, I see what he did there. Now is he going to get rid of the blocker, or is he going to check a 2k? Okay. And then we develop our own blocker, a 7k body. So we have 2k counters. We have 1k counters technically as well. And if he tries to develop anything strong, but we're so far ahead of him at this point. But if he was to try to drop anything strong, then we can easily just Shanks it. Now the question is, should we develop Shanks? Get the free block. Should we develop Shanks just to have a bigger body on the board, or should we just keep the Shanks in hand? So when he plays, let's say 10 drop Doflamingo, we should be able to just take it off the board. Yeah, we're gonna have to get that searcher off the board. That way, it stops him from fixing his hand as well as generating a lot of value. Yeah, so I approve of this. We're gonna go with the searcher. We're gonna go with the blocker. And I guess since we are in a decent position, we're going to swing with our blocker, our 7k blocker. Okay, and they will be playing an event. Okay, cool. Okay, they got their own blocker, Monet. Attack for 7. No need to use that leader ability. We are in a good position, and there's no way we can benefit off of it. 10 Dawn state, and their character's active. Oh, we lose our Ein, but it's okay. We just develop 2 Sharias, and we get a search, and look at that, an 8 drop Douglas. So if he develops, let's say, well, he still can't develop 10 drop Dofi, but if he was to develop some sort of threat, well, we have our Shanks, and if he doesn't really develop any threats, then we have our Douglas bullet. So I'm hoping for that next turn we can develop that Douglas bullet and see what he does, and then essentially just play Shanks behind it. It's going to be a real devastating play, in my personal opinion. Now, I guess he just wants to put us in a bad position, so he decided to play that Frankie, give it rush. Okay. Now that's hilarious. So technically, if we don't want to have to worry about our Dawn state, we can just play Zephyr, get rid of his blocker, start swinging, and get rid of his blocker, start swinging, and still puts us in a good position to use our Shanks. There you go. Ugh, forgive me. Use our Shanks and get rid of anything he develops. But he's in a really bad position. I can no longer see him turning his board state around. We are now attacking his Frankie, his board, and we can afford to swing with our Douglas Bullet for 7k. No Don needed. And if we really wanted to, we could just put Don on our Luffy and swing with that. Because we're not doing anything with this Don, and we're not really going to do anything with Luffy. So there you go. I'm surprised we didn't swing with Douglas, but okay, I understand. We don't have any counter power, so we'll probably just lose Shiraya. So that's the safer option here. Okay, really wants to mount some offense, gain some pressure. They're swinging with their leader. That's a free block. Yeah, I would've. It doesn't matter. No, yeah, it didn't matter. Okay, forget it. Thinking too hard about that. It's weird. Still feel like we don't need the Shanks, and it looks like so-and-so agrees. Okay, there you go. Now, I do think it would be risky to activate the ability and then, you know, start attacking, because we won't be at 10, which means our Shanks can't guarantee something off the board. That's the only thing I'm not a fan of if we was to commit to a Douglas Bullet play. Yeah, we don't have a way to ramp back to 10 Don, so decisions are being made. Okay, we're gonna go for it. Put some real pressure on the opponent. Yeah, Punt Gibson could be the problem. I was thinking to myself, it probably would have been safer to just swing with leader, see if they take it or not, and then potentially just attack their character, or maybe just attacking character first while they didn't really have much in hand. Are we going for game essentially? Because that's just, oh no, we still gotta, so we still have Shiraya, 2 lives. So, okay, and we still got a leader swing. So this is okay. This is not a bad thing. They're going to be so far behind if they are even able to stop all this, which sets us up next turn. And then that's another thing. Okay, this is hilarious. So essentially Shiraya can just attack 2 more times. So yeah, there we go. We got this. It was a good thing to just use Douglas, but we have too many attacks to not secure the game. Okay, attack. What is happening? Okay, attack their character, and they concede. And they did have the Doflamingo. Well, that's a G. A G. If you want to see more of this type of stuff, let us know in the comments, and please subscribe. It really does help our page. It helps everything. Y'all already know how YouTube works. Oh, I got some more time here. Yibbity dibbity. Let me stop playing. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just any requests, just leave it in the comments.